Robert Manell, everyone. There he goes. Thank you so much. Very funny stuff. Next on the stage, get very excited. Okay, are you all ready? You got all your stuff you filming? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, very excited to bring up your next comedian. Please put your hands together. This is Kyle Wimett, everybody. Please put your hands together for Kyle Wimett.
Hi. So I noticed a lot of you are probably looking at me and saying, God, Kyle, you look really sweaty. Thanks, that's the obesity. So people ask me, why did you decide to get in comedy? Because I've been doing this about 2 days now, and I still haven't been offered a Netflix special. Pretty pissed about that. The reason I got into comedy, because I received some very wise words from a drunk guy at a bar. Oh, I should preface it by saying I work at a bar. So one time this guy was getting drunk, so we tell him to leave, and then he goes, and I follow just to make sure that he's safe. And he turns the corner. I turn the corner. And this is what I see. I see him against a bush like this, getting ready to piss. I try to convince him to come in. I stopped him before. And the guy turns to me and says with the greatest amount of confidence I've ever heard a human being muster. And he turns to me and he says, "Too late, dick's out." So, it's weird working at a bar because I'm the most unattractive one at the bar. Well, at least the one that works there. So everyone else is skinny and shape and fit and all that, and I'm only 25, but it looks like I gave up 30 years ago. So moving on from that, they all go and they go home with numbers, dates, hookups, and because of my social anxiety, I only go home with 3 things I keep overthinking. Then after, so what was my other material? I did so well yesterday. Oh yeah, so they mastered the art of subtle flirting. I have not. But there is one regular who comes in all the time, and lets me practice flirting with her, which I am very grateful. I have not made any improvement, and it's been like 6 months, but I'm still very grateful for the opportunity. So here's how that goes. She comes in, she sits down at the end of the bar, she looks at me, she winks, she waves me over, and I walk over there, and I lay on my best pickup lines, and I look at her, and I'm like, if you keep looking at me like that, you're about to have another kid. If that doesn't work, I go up to her and I'm like, "Hey girl, I'm a huge fan of Last. For example, it's Last Call and I'm your last resort." Sometimes I add a little southern accent because that can either work in my favor or work against me. It could work in my favor by them thinking I'm a little more charming than I actually am. Or since it's a southern accent, they might just think I'm racist. I'm actually on Tinder. Dating is very difficult at my age. And I like to be honest with my Tinder profile, so all it says is, I'm horrible in bed, I don't eat ass, but I can make you laugh. I've gotten 3 matches in about 8 months, so that's up from the previous year that I've had it. Then after, so I noticed a lot about my generation is a lot of people romanticize how our grandparents met, and they talk about how they would love to receive long handwritten letters and just epic poetry. But I feel like that's only part of it. I feel like they still want the instant gratification of meeting someone online, talking for a few hours and meeting up. So I decided to change my approach up a little bit to embody both sides of that. So now what I do is when I contact a female, I just send her a haiku and a dick pic. So just going, since I only have about a minute left, I'll go into a little bit of political stuff. Jeff Sessions is actually trying to reignite the war on drugs, and he claims that he's never used weed. His music points out that's a lie. But also on top of that, they use the argument that weed is a gateway drug, it's horrible and all that. But the thing is, I've never done weed in my entire life, hence why I said I've never done weed. And so, but I've actually recently tried cocaine, so if that argument is true, then cocaine should not be my gateway drug to weed. Thank you.
This is your second time on stage. Everybody clap for him right there. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Kyle Weymouth. I will tell you this, you mentioned the whole dick pic thing. I will teach you a trick with the dick pic. What I do for dick pics, I have a very tiny plate with even smaller silverware, and I put the dick on that. Huge, so you got that. Anyway, it's very fun, just letting you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic coming on, and thank you so much, audience. You were wonderful.
That could have
Stick
gone
around
so
and
much
watch
better.
More comics. I know your friend just went up. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic coming on the stage. Please put your hands together for Sam Whiteley, everybody. Clap for
That could
Sam
have gone
right
a lot
now.
better. There's a few jokes I forgot. I didn't actually have my notes up, so that could have gone a lot better.
Keep it going, Rich. Yeah.
So.